the Golden Door 8th grade graduation. We are so excited to have something to celebrate after the crazy year that we've all had. So, just a few housekeeping things. We set up a picture area. Your graduates will receive their diploma, walk in that area that's enclosed, and at that point, they will be allowed to take off their mask one by one. If you want to take any pictures, I'm going to ask that you don't stand up in front of anybody. You take pictures right over there. Everybody worked hard to get to this point, and we want the view to be perfect for all our families. Number 2, please leave your masks on, and we ask when they walk in, please stay in your seats. If you need anything, any medical emergencies, please let us know. And without further ado, your graduates are on the way up.
Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing.
You may be seated.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to welcome up the Golden Door Class of 2021's Salutatorian, Serenity Manaja.
Good afternoon, family and friends. My name is Serenity Maraja, and I am the class of 2021 Salutatorian. Today we are here to honor Golden Door's graduating class of 2021. This past year has been stressful and was at times discouraging, to say the least, but we stayed resilient and persevered through whatever was thrown at us. I, along with my classmates, made it to the finish line while conquering one of our many milestones. The road wasn't easy, but I'm grateful to be here with everyone to celebrate our achievements and accomplishments. The seconds, minutes, and hours of being with my classmates will forever be important to me. The memories we shared and the journey that we traveled together will always be significant. I'd like to thank our teachers, principals, and we should all thank our parents for being there with us as we embarked on this journey. Parenting can be hard, and throughout all these years, we know things weren't easy for you. Even so, you were always there, and it's greatly appreciated. To my classmates, I'd like to thank you all for being here this year and staying strong. You will all be missed, and the memories we have, I will never forget. And with that, it is my pleasure to introduce the Golden Door's Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Brian Stiles, to say a few words to our class.
Welcome, families, friends, staff of the Hudson Catholic High School, staff of the Golden Door Charter School, Golden Door Charter School Board of Trustees, but most of all, welcome to our guests of honor, the Golden Door Charter School graduating class of 2021. I'd like to start out by thanking everyone from Hudson Catholic High School for allowing us to use their facility for the graduation today. Thank you to Principal Matthews, Mr. Marino, and Mr. Osduo. What a year this has been. What a journey this has been. Your elementary and middle school experience is spread over a 9-year span, from kindergarten through the 8th grade. Some of you have been with us the entire time, and others have joined us along the way. Regardless of when you joined Golden Door, you are all part of our rich history here in Jersey City. However, there are 17 of you who have been on this journey with us since the very beginning. The Golden Student Awards are issued to those students who have been with us since the very beginning, since kindergarten of 2012, and have been with us the entire time, right up through all of 8th grade up until today. I'd like at this time to acknowledge this year's recipients of the Golden Student Awards. When I call your name, if you could please come to stand up front. This year's recipients of Golden Student Awards are Rick Xavier Ansari, Armand Badi, Mark Boyd, Emma Budan, Deanne Marie Collado, Eliza Curtis, Mariana Demeen, Gia Gadsden, Mario Hernandez, Taylasia Maldonado, Dawood Martin, Nelson Martinez, Seth Mighty, Imani Santiago de Leon, Jordan Taye-Koski, and Annalicia Williams, and Omar Carson. This is really amazing. So many of our students have been with us for this full 9 years. So congratulations to these 17 students. It has been a wonderful journey. We want to thank you for choosing Golden Door. We want to thank your parents for choosing Golden Door. So please join me in congratulating this year's recipients of the Golden Student Awards. And what a year this has been. We have seen so many things happen in the past 23 years of Golden Door Charter School's operation. Over our history, we've seen 5 American presidents being sworn in, and 1 this year. The tragic events of September 11th. We've celebrated the inauguration of this country's first black president, President Barack Obama. We've celebrated the inauguration of this country's first woman and first person of color as Vice President of the United States, Vice President Kamala Harris, and many, many other historic events. But this year has been like no other year for us. If someone had told me that a virus would close down our country, including the school system, I would never have believed it. But then COVID-19 happened, and little did we know, on March 13th of 2020, we would change the way that we do school for a full year. But also, as no surprise to me, we all joined together and recreated school in a new normal. We transitioned into remote learning, and successfully, as I might add, we continued school and the learning process. Remote learning eventually turned into hybrid learning. Just after we started to implement this new normal, we realized what this meant to us. Not seeing our friends, not having the advantage of being in our classroom with our teachers and classmates, not learning in a collaborative format. among many, many other things. COVID-19 has changed our world, especially for you, our graduates. While you may tend to look back at this past year, remembering the challenges and the disappointments that you've experienced because of COVID-19, I urge you to try to look for the silver lining from this past year. You have learned to persevere. You have learned to work independently and remotely through technology. You have learned the value of friendships, of your relationships with your family and your teachers. Please try to look back at this past year as a true learning experience and understand that through challenges and setbacks, you can grow as an individual. And always look for the silver lining. I know that today seems like the completion of something very important, and it is, your 8th grade graduation. But I look at this as a beginning of a new journey for all of you. You're just getting started. As you graduate the 8th grade, you will still have a long way to go. You have high school, and hopefully college or trade school or the military. Opportunity is yours. Choose it wisely. Think about what lights you up, what excites you. Then choose courses in your new high school that will pave the way for a life that you love. Now it's time to think about this and choose your path. I hope you choose a path that makes you happy and makes the rest of us proud. Congratulations to the class of 2021. I wish you the best. Please never forget that you're part of the Golden Door family. We can't wait to see what you do.
Good afternoon, parents. Honor students are students who earned an 85% or better average in all their classes. These students are wearing a gold cord signifying their achievements. When your name is called, please stand and remain standing and be recognized. Fatima Ali. Greg Xavier Anciado. Armand Badi. Deanne Marie Collado. Eliza Curtis. Marina Damian. Marielle Hernandez. Mia Kelly. Serenity Miragio. And Alicia Williams. And Jonathan Young. Let's all give them a round of applause. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, families, friends, teachers, and graduates. Today is the day we have all been waiting for. It's the day to celebrate our many years of hard work and amazing experiences. We should be proud of everything we have accomplished, and we should be excited for every opportunity ahead of us. But it is important that we take a moment to thank everyone in our lives that helped us along the way. It wouldn't have been possible without the support of our families and teachers here at Golden Door. To Mr. Stiles, to Mrs. Lopez, Mrs. Figueroa, Mrs. Madera, and all the faculty at Golden Door, we say thank you. We thank you for always teaching us that nothing is better than family, and that they are everything even on bad terms. You have all watched each and every one of us grow up and have been there every step of the way when our families couldn't, especially Mrs. Lopez. Mrs. Lopez has always taught us that not everything in life will go accordingly, but just to try to make the best of it even when it's at its worst. Like she always said, we always need sunshine in our lives. To the teachers at Golden Door, from kindergarten to 8th grade, we say thank you. Thank you for teaching us all of the stuff we now know before entering the new chapter of our lives. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to slowly find ourselves and be ourselves to the fullest extent. To our friends, we say thank you. Thank you for the advice you always gave whenever we needed it, and thanks for the emotional support throughout the hardest and greatest of times. And lastly, to our families, we say a heartfelt thank you. We are beyond grateful for everything they have done for us throughout the years, especially during this very long year. It's been pretty bumpy here and there, but at the end of the day, we still have each other, and that's what matters most. Each and every one of us has a huge support system aside from school. For me, my #1 supporter was my mom. Unfortunately, as many of you know, I lost my mom recently. However, I know that if mommy were standing here right now, she probably would have been shouting with joy. That's my baby, over where the proud parents are sitting. I know that she was deeply proud of the young woman she had raised. If it weren't for her, the support she gave me, I wouldn't be standing here right now at this ceremony giving this speech. Once again, we would like to thank everyone here at Golden Door for all the support and love that we have all received from everyone throughout these long years. Thank you for helping to take part in raising all of the young adults sitting in this very room and guiding us to the next chapter of our lives. Everyone at Golden Door is family. We need to remember that life is short and we need to make as many memories as we can. Whether those memories are with your parents, grandparents, guardians, aunts, uncles, teachers, or friends. Laugh with them, love them, experience life with them. Please join me in a round of applause thanking everyone in our lives who has helped us achieve this moment. This is for you.
some alumni from Golden Door and Hudson Catholic, congratulations to the class of 2021. We are extremely proud of you for making it to this point, and we have no doubt in our mind that you guys will excel and achieve great things in the future. You all will go on to different high schools and start new journeys. Some of you will follow in our steps and continue your education at Hudson Catholic. Golden Door has provided a foundation of education in which prepares students for their future journeys. When we graduated Golden Door, we all were prepared for what awaited us, and attending Hudson Catholic added on to that foundation. In terms of a continuation of an excellent education, extracurricular activities, and most of all, the family atmosphere. Golden Door has always been a second home to all of us. We all are one big family and love one another. No matter where you end up going for high school, just know that the friends, relationships, and family members you made throughout your years at Golden Door, they will always be there. You guys are special to be continuing your education and going on to the next step. This is all because of your families, friends, teachers, and administrators. A round of applause for them. They have sacrificed so much for you all, and if it weren't for them, you wouldn't be receiving this education. The value of education is beyond our power to explain just how important it is. Just know that not everyone has access to it, and it's important that we acknowledge the power of education. We wish you guys all the best, and just know we are all so proud of you.
Congratulations, class of 2021. A man for others is a catchphrase commonly used at St. Peter's Prep. Simply stated, a man or woman for others is a person who selflessly gives of oneself to benefit someone else. A person who would put effort before reward, give before take. Dan Finn was a man for others. Dan was the victim of a hit-and-run driver while vacationing in Myrtle Beach in August of 2004. He died 2 days later. Friends of the Finn family started a basketball showcase, the Dan Finn Classic, in honor of Dan's memory. The first ever Dan Finn Classic was actually held at the old Golden Door Charter School located downtown. The proceeds from this event make it possible to offer a high school scholarship to graduating 8th graders throughout Jersey City. In a short 17 years, over $600,000 in awards have been given out. A St. Peter's Prep classmate who used to drive to school with Dan told of how Dan would stop under the trestle each morning, no matter how late they were running, to give the homeless man who lived there his lunch, and any pocket change he might have. He needs it more than I do, was always his explanation. In many ways, Dan lives on with us. There are no less than 7 people, including Dan's aunt, who lived extended lives thanks to an organ transplant made possible by Dan through the organ donor program. A 65-year-old man competed in a bicycle marathon after a kidney and pancreas transplant from Dan. A young boy in Pennsylvania today sees using the transplanted corneas from Dan's eyes. It is with these attributes in mind and in his honor that a Dan Finn scholarship in the amount of $500 be awarded to the student who best exemplifies the characteristics Dan demonstrated in his life: honesty, integrity, determination, and concern for others. The recipient of the Dan Finn Classic Scholarship at the Golden Door Charter School this year is Armand Body. Armand will be attending Hudson Catholic in the fall. Just wait. We ask you today to continue to work as hard as Dan did, and that you make your parents as proud of you as we all are of him. Congratulations and good luck in high school.
Since September, when I greeted you all online, I was pleased to see how many of you who work so hard to commit to learning remotely. to continue your studies in math and finish your course of study towards graduation. And here you are. This has been an extraordinarily difficult time for teachers, students, parents, and not just for our school and our local community, but the entire world. Your willingness to be uprooted, embrace change, and adapt to a new way so people could remain safe and healthy is admirable. This song represents your strength, the many challenges you face, whether you succeed or not. Know that you are not alone.
Wow, I have to follow that. Thank you, Mr. Q. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Stiles to come up and all our 8th grade teachers to come up to present the diplomas to our 8th graders.
Ali. Madison Allen. Rick Xavier Anciato. Aliu Barry. Ori Barry. Armand Bhatti. Mark Boyd. Emma Boudin. Senebu Kamara. Penelope Casey. Jasmine Cato. Deanne Marie Collado. Zanaya Cooper. Eliza Curtis. Marina Damian. Cheyenne Dennis. Gia Gadsden. Alana Gaffney Younger. Mariana Green. Ariana Guzman. Marielle Hernandez. Dorian Jenkins.
Mia Kelly. Michelle Laura. Tylasia Maldonado. Serenity Miraja. Elizabeth Maravilla. Daoud Martin. Nelson Martinez. Stephanie Martinez. Seth Mindy. Zaire Miller. Omar Parsons. Janaya Perez.
Jayla Peterson. Daniel Restrepo. Maya Rodriguez. Eva Rosario. Ambika Samaru. Imani Santiago de Leon. Jordan Tyag Koski. David Vargas. Annalicia Williams. Pedro Williams. Bayshawn Wooten. And Jonathan Young. Congratulations to the class of 2021. My name is Mr. Bober, and I am the ELA teacher. My job today is to introduce the valedictorian for this year's class. The valedictorian is Jonathan Young. When I found out I was introducing Jonathan, I joked with him to say I was going to have to go home and make a list of all the terrible things he's done this year. To my knowledge, creating that list would be impossible. Jonathan's not perfect, but his relentless pursuit of perfection is why he is on the top of this class. As early as September, Jonathan showed up to my office hours asking how he could do better. He said, "Mr. Bober, I got a low grade on that essay. How can I make it better next time?" Well, it actually turned out I made a mistake. I had an 8 instead of a 9, and we changed his grade to an A that day. But for the rest of the year, that was Jonathan's reputation. All the teachers have a story like that, where Jonathan said, "I got a 95, how can I do better? I got a 92, can I take it again?" In fact, Jonathan asked me if we could give more assignments. And I don't mean extra credit. He asked if you could all have more writing assignments so that he would have more opportunities to do a better job. And I can think of at least one assignment you can thank him for. Without any further delay, this year's valedictorian, Jonathan Young.
Good afternoon and congratulations to Golden Door Charter School's class of 2021. It is an honor to stand before you all today as valedictorian. I would like to begin by taking a moment to thank those who helped me get to this podium today. I am grateful for the enormous support I have received from my parents. I would also like to thank my teachers and classmates as well. COVID-19 has changed the middle school experience that we all had anticipated. I remember that my classmates and I initially thought that we were having a 2-week vacation away from school. However, as more time passed, we all realized that we would have to adjust to new circumstances. We used to spend our school days learning together in classrooms, socializing in the cafeteria, and playing together in the gym. However, when the pandemic started, our homes became our classrooms. Although we have not been able to celebrate many milestones together physically over the past year, we are fortunate to graduate today in person. We should not take for granted that our families are able to sit with us today and be able to come together and celebrate this huge step. Many, if not all of us, have faced challenges in our lives due to the pandemic. However, we should not let these obstacles deter us from achieving our goals, dreams, and ambitions. At the beginning of the pandemic, I, like many of my peers, had difficulties adapting to online learning. With so many global events affecting daily life, I had a difficult time prioritizing my schoolwork. By reaching out to the teachers, studying with my classmates, and relying on my family for support, I grew as a student. I remember I was up late one night, working on my math assignment, and I was wondering where my mom was. For those who don't know, in the beginning of the year, my mom worked 2 jobs just so I could go to the high school of my choice. When she arrived home, she went straight to sleep, and I realized that she had been working a double shift. How can I complain about my math homework when my mother spends hours on her feet? Moments like these taught me that determination and hard work pays off. I gained a new rhythm and became diligent again, participating in class, spending countless nights studying, and completing my assignments to the best of my ability. It is unbelievable how resilient we can be when we remember to ask for help. So from the bottom of my heart, Mom, I would like to say thank you. One thing that the pandemic taught me about our middle school is that Golden Door is more than just a place where we can come to learn. It is a community of students, faculty, and staff that we can call our family, whether we are together at school or on Zoom calls. Mrs. Lopez would say, we need sunshine in our building. And we should always remember that Golden, as we should always remember that as Golden Door graduates, we are bright, creative, and capable of making positive changes in the world. As such, we should continue to spread our sunshine wherever we go, even when times get dark. As we move forward to the 9th grade, we should take a moment to appreciate all of the hard work that we have dedicated to our education. After all, we have completed middle school during some of the most unprecedented circumstances in recent history. Through such uncertain times, we have still found ways to express our talents, build connections, and demonstrate our determination. Congratulations to the class of 2021. I am beyond proud of what we have accomplished, and I am certain that we all have the potential to change the world one day.
At this time, I would like to introduce Ethan Gadsden to come up to say a few words. Actually, maybe I should explain a little bit about the key. Thank you for reminding me. We have a tradition here at the Golden Door. We're full of traditions at the Golden Door. And the Golden Door key is something that we started back in 2003 when our first graduating class graduated from our school. And we tend to have one of our representatives from our 8th grade class present it to the top 7th graders of our school who are moving up to lead the school in a few short weeks. So I am introducing our 7th grader representatives, so please come up. Kamora, Yadira, and Ike to receive the Golden Door Charter School key.
Good afternoon. We are here to celebrate the graduating class of 2021. As we approach new beginnings and closing endings, the class of 2022 is right behind us. This past year was hard, but that does not mean it won't get better. I'm excited to see the next graduating class evolve and become their true selves, and I am very proud to see them become the next graduates. I wish everyone the best in life, and I believe everyone will do great. I am extremely grateful and deeply honored to present this key, and I know this class of 2022 will keep this school full of sunshine and love.
Again, round of applause for our future leaders of Golden Door. Before I begin my final remarks, I would like to thank the staff at Hudson Catholic High School for allowing us to have our ceremony here. You made us feel welcome, and we are most appreciative. So thank you again for being such great hosts. I want to thank the staff at Golden Door for always putting your kids first, for getting through the toughest year of our careers, and always making my job easier. It is an honor to work alongside of all of you, so thank you. I want to thank our parents, our grandparents, our guardians, our families, and caregivers. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for trusting us with your most precious gift. And, just in case no one told you, congratulations! You all became educators this year, and you'll all get an A+. Give yourselves a round of applause. And now to my dear honey bunnies. It doesn't matter how old you are, you will always be my honey bunnies. There are so many things I want to say to you on this special day, So many words to tell you how special you are and how much you mean to me. But our time is short, and it is a little bit hot in here, so I'm going to try to be quick. Although the last year is a confusing blur, I've had the pleasure of watching the majority of you go from little 5-year-olds talking a mile a minute to young men and women still talking a mile a minute. Your growth and resilience impresses me, and your ability to smile through an epidemic really warms my heart. In your own way, each of you have contributed to the wonderful, wonderful fabric of our school. Whether you have been with us since the kindergarten, or you just joined our school family this year, you have all left your unique mark. As you leave our nest today, it is my hope and prayer that each of you take with you the following: an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, a heartfelt compassion for others, a profound respect for education, a promise to trust the advice and guidance of your families. They will never steer you wrong. And most importantly, always have sunshine in your heart wherever you go. When you were little, your parents told you what your priorities should be. However, part of growing up is deciding what you want those priorities to be. So, I decided to help you one last time. Make your dreams a priority. Make education a priority. Make your own mental health a priority. Make kindness a priority. Make acceptance a priority. Make happiness a priority. And make sunshine a priority. I believe in you and cannot wait to see how brightly your stars shine. I will miss you all very much, and you will always have a place in my heart and at Golden Door. On behalf of the Golden Door Charter School, I want to thank you all for coming and spending the day with us, celebrating our beautiful young adults. I know you will join me in wishing them only the very best. I am asking that after the end of the ceremony, all guests exit the building right behind our graduates. Please follow the CDC guidelines of social distancing and mask wearing. Be safe, be healthy, and have a great summer. Graduates, please stand. Graduates, please, give me 1 second. Graduates, please turn and face the people who love you. It is with great honor that I present to you the Golden Door Charter School graduating class of 2001. Graduates, please turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
They said you wouldn't make it so far, and ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the night you had to cry, 'cause you had never let it go inside. You worked real hard and you know exactly what you want and need, so believe